All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another chatty stream with me. I thought about getting some coffee, but yeah, I will stick to water. Um, as I should, because I should be drinking more water. And yes, I am in a uh, blanket hoodie because I need that today. Um, Today is chatty, right? So we'll chat a little bit. For those of you who do not know me, hi, I'm writer Sam Wicker. I am an author of adult romantasy. I have scenes on the page, and some of my books can get really spicy, and some of them can have a little bit of gore and some questionable things in them. I know My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant has some really dark scenes in it, but it is still comedic, and comedy is something that I have in all of my books as well. Yeah, links are down below if you haven't purchased them yet. And let's see, what else was I going to go over? December. Hey, Rach. It doesn't show you first comment. Getting ready for chatty chats and sprints. Yes, very much so. Love it. Mine is playing. You has pandas. Yes. So I am going to make a wish list. It was suggested to me by a couple of my friends and one of my newsletter followers that I need to post a wish list. That, yeah, there is my Ko-fi, but it's just like throwing money at me. And they would rather give me stuff that I want. Not that money is something that I don't want. But anyway, I am going to be creating a wish list, and I am going to be adding more of these in here. But yeah, pandas. I love pandas. So anything with a panda, I usually like. I even have these fingerless gloves. They are so old and so ratty, but they're like little bears. So yeah, I love pandas. But yeah, and I'm going to add some like Archer and Olive stuff, and I can't ever remember the name of the website, but they have like composition books, but they're neat. They have like skulls and beakers and moths and stuff on them. They're still scientific while still being pretty, and I always want stuff from that too. So keep a lookout on that. Yeah, yes. I love pandas. I think I want to come back if reincarnation is a thing. I want to come back as a panda. But yeah, anyway. So there's that. And I wasn't planning on doing what some are calling an acorn month, but that seems to be what I need to do. Yeah. December is really hitting hard. And I know I need to change a couple of things, and I know I need to get better. Because like 1 minute I'll want to cry my eyes out, and then 5 minutes later I have like distracted myself enough to where I've pulled out of it, and then I'll see something and it'll trigger again. So what I have started, and this is going to sound so weird, I've started a morning routine again. And I don't know, I do know. This entire year, I haven't had a morning routine. I know that sounds weird because, normal people, they get up, they stretch, they make their bed, they go brush their teeth and wash their face and stuff like that. or they automatically go get coffee and just drink their coffee. I didn't have that, but I do now. So that's helping because as soon as I wake up, my brain is already going 100 miles a minute. And that routine has made me calm down. So if December is treating you like it's treating me, maybe making sure that you have a morning routine just so that you have that sense of small accomplishment and that trigger to start your day right kind of thing. Do it because it's it's nice. It's really nice. It's making me feel good. It's making me feel better. Hopefully it will you too. But I did not set up very well for today because I was distracted by your path forward and I lost track of time. And that's the reason why I was a little bit late too. But I am going to do 30-minute sprints for this. I think that's going to be like a new norm for like the chatty sprints on Fridays. We'll do 30-minute sprints with longer breaks in between. Look, I'll make that 10 minutes kind of thing. So yeah, if we go that long, we'll do that. Okay. During this sprint, if you haven't done anything self-care, make sure to do that. If you haven't ate and it is 3:00 like it is here on the Eastern Front, do so because you need food, you need sustenance, you need energy. I can't talk today. You thought the house was burning down? Is everything okay? He was cooking. Oh, I, I'm sorry. But anyway, I was just talking about starting a routine and how hard December has hit. But yeah, if you are part of the Heart Breathings community or whatnot, your path forward started today. So Sarah was live. I kind of clicked off of that video. So I don't know if she's still alive. I'm pretty sure she is because she only had gotten to like section 4 by the time I clicked out and realized that I needed to go live. So make sure to check that out. If you haven't purchased Your Path Forward, I highly recommend it because it is a game plan for your future. It like goes, it's not this quarter, it's next year and the year after that, all the way up to like 10 years kind of thing. Oh no. I'm so sorry. But I mean, it should be there on the replay here soon. I think YouTube kind of takes a little while to do the comment thing, but I don't know. It might be different for people who have thousands of subscribers like she does. But yeah, brunch is necessary. You need to eat brunch. Anyway, during this sprint, make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to do something for you. That is my only request. And then you can do whatever else that you need to do. Put on a face mask or go stretch, walk around a little bit. Take your dog outside and let her roll around and laugh at her. But let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. See you in 30. Okay, how did everybody do? Did you do something for yourself, like I requested before I started the timer? Um, seeing as how I don't have a evening routine for self-care, I did not. I should have drank water because it's sitting right there, and I did not do that because, of course, I didn't. Um, let's see where we at in the chat. Talking about the lives for your path forward. We've got Andy. Smack the like button. I thank you very, very, very much. Maggie hopes everyone is having a good day. Maggie and Diane are stream hopping. The camera angle change, yeah. So I'm working on setting up a better office environment, I guess. I don't know. So my desktop, I do everything at, and this is my desktop. I have 2 monitors. I've got a ring light over here that you can't see because it's off camera, and I have 2 desks. I have this thing that you see, which was my great aunt Winnie Roos that my grandfather made. uh, so yeah, but I want to have a camera for Kona because Kona's bed is like right here, and y'all have seen that in the live streams. And I also want to have a camera angle up here so that if I'm working on something like I am now, you can kind of get a bird's eye view of it. But Restream only allows me to share 1 extra camera. So we'll have to go in between Kona and, I guess, live co-working kind of thing if I am working on something over here. But yeah, getting all fancy. Fancy in a blanket hoodie. Seldom say this, but what writers and workers doing is literally right. Yeah. As opposed to typing. Yes, very much so. My hands currently are having some winter issues, as they always do. So sometimes typing is the way to go for the day, and other times writing is the way to go. And right now, writing is the way to go because I'm trying to loosen up these muscles because they're shaky. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. So yeah. Rach is waiting on Dawn's additions to 2 scenes in Section 3 of Book 5, and then it can be sent. Nice. Working through Section 4 of Book 5 at the moment. One of the big climactic scenes happens here. And there's Eva over here catching up with my watch later videos with this account. I have stopped adding to my watch later videos because I hardly ever get to them. Sketching, awesome. I have so many of those watch laters, yeah. Just figuring out the time frames of these books and the space between, yes. I have a video coming up. It's probably going to be posted Tuesday-ish. Possibly Monday. But it's going over this, my 2026 setup. And I will do another one because I didn't have the plan your writing year done whenever I did the first video. But I'm really hoping 2026 is better than 2025 because, y'all, I've made some plans. Come on, hands, work with me. Please stop shaking so much. Okay. So, if y'all can see that. Let me move it over here. So this is a quarter. Every color is a book. Let's switch this over here. And that's what I'm going to be working on for the quarter. So I have like up here, the top line is writing. The bottom line is editing. So I'm going to try to be doing edits and writing at the same time. Hopefully. My creativity kind of wanes a little bit in the evening. So I'm hoping that I can edit every evening and write every morning. That way I can accomplish that. And I'm going to actually start doing that probably the week after Christmas, just to try to get myself into that routine. Rick says, I realized my new coffee cup is convertible to a straw/cold liquid container. So now the whimsy makes me drink the water. Oh, hey. It's 55 degrees here today and 60 tomorrow. Those are our temps until Christmas. I haven't even looked. I was showing my husband my Kanban collection and his eyes glass. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Laughing with you. Yes, there we go. So, if I showed everything to Hubs, I'm sure his eyes would gloss over too. But I show snippets here and there, and he gets excited with me. So maybe that's something y'all could do. Just show like the one section of the Kanban board at a time. Put together my Kanban yesterday, and it is covered, but still not holding all my projects. I am moving away from Kanban, and I am doing lists. I'm this thing right here. So I'm doing lists and I'm doing trackers so that I can literally color in a box and make it all pretty and go from there. And then I am making lists so that I can literally mark them out and go from there. So yeah. Also, I am doing a character build. So for every thing I accomplish, I had a point to my character and a point to me so that I can try to improve myself 1% every single day. And here's another builder thing. So some of that stuff is like doing a date night or doing a friend gathering just to get back out into the world a little bit. Drinking 48 ounces of water up to 64, 30-minute exercise, 15-minute exercise, stuff like that. And just slowly building myself up. But yeah, there is going to be a walkthrough of that. I just need to... I'll watch or remove them. I'm realistic. I'll watch what keeps my attention, but I try them all. Nice. 41 here. Yesterday it was warm enough. I washed my car. Need to do hubby's track, but will need to wait. I have my watch letter playing at 2 times the speed on the TV in the background. 37 here in cloudy skies. I can't concentrate. Like, I find if I do this, like if I have something in the background and I'm doing something else, I miss 90% of the video. And I can't even tell you what it was about. I can't have an attention span like I did back in school, apparently, because back in school I would listen to the teacher, take notes, doodle on the side, and pay attention to every single person around me at the same time. And I don't know what happened to that chick who could pay attention to everything and still know what happened. 37 here with cloudy skies. Oh, I love that notebook. It is. Yes. So this is, no. We stop it. HK Darkwoods notebook. I have 3 of them. So I figured since I'm not using them for writing, I am going to use them for my like 2026 catch-all kind of thing. And I honestly might need to record another portion of the walkthrough because I just realized that I added like 4 pages and the index after I recorded the walkthrough. But, you know, whatever. 2025 was a dumpster fire, yes. I asked my friend to make me a dumpster fire crochet thingy with 2025 on the front. Yes, that's a good idea. You can do it. I'm trying to figure out the content creation plus publishing juggle. Yes, very much so. 2025 was a dumpster fire floating down rapids created by... Oh my gosh. Plus meteors falling from the sky. Ooh, there's the pattern for the dumpster fire crochet thingy. I might have to. Let me go over to YouTube so I can open that up. There we go. Okay. He tried to walk away after the 3rd Kanban, but I was like, wait, there's more. Oh, but wait, there's more. Just join the insanity. Join us. Yes. Totally heard that announcer voice exactly. What are you working on right now? Me. Were you even paying attention? Oh, gosh. A local acquaintance was showing pics of what he picked up as far as stationery and pens in Japan on Facebook. Hubby was not as impressed as I was. Japan's stationery is on another level, and I am jealous. Like, I have 2 friends that live over in Japan, and I'm like, I will pay the outrageous shipping cost. It just go to the stationery store and just pick me up one of everything that's not pink. But yeah, neither one of them done it. Hubby looks at my Kanban the same way. My husband's first reaction was actually, "Are you really doing that? They make us use those at work." Oh, did you kick him? That chick started stepping out of her comfort zone. But this is work. It is work. Wow. I also have one of HK's beautiful notebooks. Yes. He doesn't think they are useful. He told his coworker about it, and the guy nodded and said, "Yes, I have ADHD too." Oh, that is awesome. Same happened to my hubby, only his wife said, "Your wife has ADD too, eh?" Yep. Can we not order something from Japan? I need to try fancy things. Yes, we can. There is a whole community on YouTube that does updates on Japanese stationery and what they've come up with and new products. And it is a rabbit hole that I have often went down because the husband likes watching them too, thankfully. But we have our at supper and a little bit after as our like hangout time, we watch anime or a movie, or we just go down a YouTube rabbit hole and watch things like Japanese stationery videos. But yeah, I want a hole puncher from Japan, and I know that sounds weird, but they have shapes in hole punches, and it's adorable. And then there's like so many notebooks and their pencil cases. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. In fact, let me see if I can find one of those channels for y'all, because you need to You need to go down the rabbit hole like I do. Trying to find our favorite one here. If y'all hear something scraping or whatever, the Hubs printed me a new wrist that's supposed to help a little bit more than like these things. But it's got like, if I can get my hands to stop shaking a little bit, different levels, so the bigger one goes on your thumb, and yeah, so that's the reason why you kind of hear like scraping and stuff probably. I think it's this channel. Yeah, because she has so she makes her own stuff, but she has Japanese stationery hauls. But here is one of them that we watch all the time. Jet pens is the next. So yeah, you're welcome. Go down the rabbit hole of Japanese stationery. You can thank me later when you spend like $1,000 just to get all the cute stuff. But yeah, that was going to be. So when we take our trip to Japan, we're going to hit Akabana and all the stationery stores, all the Ghibli stores, and all of the gaming stores, like the Nintendo stores. But yeah, we have to become millionaires, one, before we go over to Japan. Because other than visiting those 3 types of stores, it's going to be sushi heaven. And trying all the Japanese street food as well. You laugh now. No. I already window shop at like the Kawaii Pen Club or something like that. Yes. And box lunch. So box lunch mostly has bags and stuff like that, but they have some neat stuff too. Like they have a couple of pouches that you can use for pencil holders and stuff. But yeah, Kawaii Pen Shop is amazing. A lot of this stuff is going on my wish list that I'm going to start building and posting everywhere. But yeah. Okay, what else was I going? Oh, the Right Now-a-thon is next week, week after next. And we are participating. I think Rach, Maggie, and Steph are going to be with me on Sunday at 10 a.m. on the 28th. It would be awesome if I just had things pulled up or even memorized. Why don't I have it written down there? Crap. All right, hands, work with me. Come on. Cool. I don't have it written down in this one. I know I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, I think it's the 28th. Hey, Rita, how are you? I want to do that so bad. We have a Minnesota at the mall, and the Hubs thought it was so funny. I was in heaven. When I was a kid, my mama wouldn't let me have any of that stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Mom wanted that stuff. And mom would talk herself out of it because she's like, I don't have the space, but I want it. Every now and then she would talk herself out of it. I blame mom on my stationary love. I really do. No, well, not necessarily blame, but she instigated it. The kiddo just got home. Yay! I'm back again. You are welcome. But yeah. All right. So right now, a thon is going to be going on the 27th and the 28th, I believe. Here we are. Yeah, it'll be the 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern. And it's going to be another breaking the block thing. We will be trying to do chat questions the most. But if there are no questions in chat, then we have like a couple of set ones, how each of us tries to break out of a rut or like a block kind of thing and kind of go over that. And because it's breaking the block. So yeah. Credit. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you. But yeah. And I will be having a workbook, hopefully, if I can get it done, to give away to people who are there on the stream kind of thing. And then I'll be putting it on my Ko-fi for like $1 or $2 or something like that. But it is a breaking the block workbook. It's supposed to help you work through what might be causing the block and how you can kind of reset and try something new or what have you. So, yeah. 27th and 28th, and it's on his channel, but we will be doing the thing. Yes, it'll all be on his channel, which at first it confused me. I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing? I'm not supposed to make a live stream? Oh, this is cool. This is new, and I like it. But yeah. Speaking of, let me get the link. Does he have it in his email signature? Is it clickable in his email signature? Ah, it is. Cool. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Fun. I hope I can make it, but sometimes Sundays get away from me. Yeah. And it will be an hour earlier than our normal time, too. So I've really got to make some posts and stuff about it. And when did Kaufman get over 1,000 subscribers? That's cool. Awesome. That is awesome. I can't remember how many subscribers when he had when he did the marathon. It seemed like it was 600 when he did last year's marathon. So since he's not going to be able to do the marathon for 2026, maybe we can get him to kind of advertise it a little bit. I hope, maybe, sort of. Have the 8 a.m. Eastern to 9 a.m. Eastern time slot on December 28th, then we'll jump over to Breaking the Block stream. Awesome. We're hoping he doesn't start running on Kaufman Standard Time. I've noticed that. Yeah, never mind. A lot of his live streams will have been really, really late in the day, and I'm like, oh, I missed them. I used to just stalk in the chat, but now I can't even be there. Yes, the old normal time. His consistency is showing for sure. He's done. Yes, he is. That is awesome. I really like that. I want to say he had around in between 400 and 600 whenever he did the marathon. There's an easy way for me to look that up, probably. But it requires me watching a video. And yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, and for the video that I just uploaded, the tarot and oracle text, I did find the two that ran away. I still think there's a third one running around somewhere, but I did find the two that ran away. I might, whenever I buy like 5 or 6 more, I will do another video like that. But the runaways are found, and they are back to their little cage with the rest of them. But yeah. Mine is discussions scream about creating traditions and holidays. He's streaming every single day. You're super close to 500. It'll be your goal. Yeah, I'm hoping, but I'm not going to push myself because I know this month is terrible for me, and it has proven double so here in the past week, past 12 days. So we will see. It would be awesome, but I'm thinking more as a birthday present. So by the end of January, hopefully I'll have 500. He is consistent daily. However, I've been ready to swat him to keep him from falling into burnout. Being a mom. Oh, okay. So that's the reason why he's doing like late stuff. Gotta trust he knows himself and his limits. Maybe he's the father. No, too much like my eldest kid. Took a YouTube art break for most of December. So glad I did. It's led to time for things I didn't even consider. Awesome. I am glad that you are taking care of you because me planning okay y'all, this entire thing was done in December. Okay, doing all the stickers, doing all the trackers, doing all the lists has been December. Period. Even doing like the index and stuff. I have watched, I think I counted 15 videos on bullet journaling and tracking and creating a plan that is good for you. And that's on top of like redoing some of the HB90 videos and of course the Your Path Forward that went live today. So yeah. And I'm trying a new tactic because, like some of y'all, I know, you don't realize how much time you're spending on an item, on a task, until like it's 2 hours later and oh my gosh, where did the time go? So I'm doing that in here. It's called a stationary. What is it called? Interstitial journal. So I'll do today's. So I have times written down. The arrows are energy level. There's a dash in there too because the level went down. The check marks are the routines. Like my morning routine is stretch, make bed, brush teeth, water, pick teeth, wash face, serum for the face, and medications. And then I have a brain dump, open the manuscript, write and or edit. And then for the evening routine, I have set up for tomorrow so that I don't like look at my desk and be like, why why do I need to do this? And like I turn around and go watch TV or something. Brush teeth before bed, do a brain dump, read kind of list. So that is what I'm doing for that. And you can see what I've done today. But yeah. And there are even times that I haven't written down everything. Like I haven't looked at the time in a long time. So I know there's like gaps, but it's working. Let's see. Hey, Will. You still at work? Or you have like half a day today? I know it's Friday. You're probably still at work though, if I know you. He's so close to the end. I hope he hits it. That'll be like doing a marathon or climbing a mountain. Such dedication and sacrifice. Definitely a rough situation. Yes. I cannot imagine doing a live stream every day. So kudos to him, but I do hope that he is taking care of himself to do. Maggie says, did the bullet journal last month. Rach says, I know he edited one of the books for the hubs and the work was impressive. Hope he finds enough clients to keep his dream alive on that end too. Ooh, okay. For some reason I didn't know that he did editing. Is that just me zoning that out, I guess? Eva says, I only just started my content creation as a real focus life in late September. And you're doing awesome, I might add. There's a Will. And I have taken more weeks off than on and never need reminding to take breaks. I indulge in breaks. Yeah, I need to I don't know. My thing is so weird. I am so weird. Now he says, I don't know. It had wound up costing a lot more than I had initially planned. We found a house and hopefully closing scheduled end of January. Oh, I am glad that you have found a house. I hate that it's costing you more because December costing more due to the house. Yeah. But yeah. Maggie saying hi to Will. But I am glad that you found a house and I hope that it is amazing and everything that you need. Or at least like 8 out of 10 on your checklist. Ray says, yes, the time blindness is real. So I'm keeping up with my time blocks again. Yeah. Time blindness. Oh, the thing OCD Gold Brain says doesn't exist because we aren't finished with the project yet. I refuse to make the bed, though. You can't make me. My making the bed is just making sure that the covers and the sheets are stretched out over the mattress. That is my making the bed. That is it. Why? Because I have a dog that gets up on the bed. And yeah, that's all I want to do is just stretch the sheet and the covers over the mattress so that they're somewhat covered, and just to keep her from literally shoving everything into the middle of the bed. Maggie's term defines my December nicely in Acorn Month. Yeah, I like that. I really do like that, and I am impersonating that, I think. Hopefully I'm a well-fed squirrel come the new year. We'll see, though. Rach says, confession, I have 4 loads of laundry on the bed because I had to wait for hubby to bring home detergent he isn't allergic to. Wow. Always at work, live at work. Likely will die at work. Bury me in a PC. No, we're not going to bury you in a PC because you need rest when you die. For those of you that don't know, Will is a techie. He works on computers all day long. No, late August. Oh, okay. For your stream, not necessarily streaming, but YouTube content. Laundry. Thanks for that reminder. Yes. If you have started laundry today, make sure you have switched it. Yes. I hope it's awesome. There is no point in making the bed. The kitties and doggos will make it. Yeah. Eva says, my 2026 plans are keeping the weekend clear, but only because Friday and Monday's tasks will need the in-between too, I think. Yeah. Since Hubs works retail still, we have Wednesday, Thursdays clear. I am stopping my Thursday morning streams just so that I can have another day off other than just one. So I'm going to try to have 2 days off in a week, and we will see how that crashes and burns because we all know it will. But best case weekends off, I'm skeptical. Diana says it needs some work, but in our budget it is to be expected. 1925 craftsman's bungalow with original woodwork. Wow. And at least some of the wood floors. Holy cow, that is a nice find. Really nice find. It's Caro's turn. Yeah, the acorn month. I pulled out my big paint swatch bundle from Sherwin-Williams. Hubby had to reel me in and remind me we aren't there yet. It's okay. You can build your little swatch. He doesn't know what he's talking about, right? It is so much fun. Will says, but I guarantee you that I could bling out my final resting box with RGB and lots of fans. Yes. By the way, keep eyes out for a special box of stuff's coming in for you guys on like Sunday, Monday. Oh, okay. Well, will do. And thank you. That's awesome. I'm going to forewarn y'all. Some of you will be getting a few little gifts here and there from me, but it's not going to be like, it might be getting there to you before Christmas, but I highly doubt it. It's more likely going to be like mid-January, just because of, and I'm not doing this to like disparage myself, but yeah. Been biting at the bit to start making lists. Held off until today. Shocking. Moving is it's a pain. It is such a pain, but it's also so rewarding too. Like a lot of things in life. When we moved out of the apartment, because we had rented, or I had been renting for 12, no, hold on. When did we buy? 2023. 10 years. Going on 11. I'd been renting for 10 years, going on 11. And I hadn't had an animal in my life other than whenever I visited home back in Murphy in that span of time, because the two places where we were renting did not allow animals. So, yeah, me without an animal was like sacrilege. I felt like half of me was missing. And now we have Kona, and she has taken over my heart, like completely. She is like the perfect dog for us, and I love it. I love it. So, but I know you have cats. My brain doesn't work, I tell you. But yeah, I hope this house is amazing. Yes. The decluttering portion, if you don't have somebody like my husband, is awesome. So, I know, because I've had this happen. But you know that box or that bag of just random cables, random cords, and you promise yourself that you're going to go through it and you're going to match it up to the electronics that they go to, just to make sure that you still need all of those cords or cables, but you never do it. Don't throw it away. Just don't. Just don't. Even though in your bones you want to throw it away, just don't. Will says, actually looking to move myself, hopefully after New Year. Yeah. I just physically do not have room to live in this apartment anymore. Yeah. Starting to ramble. Don't worry. This is chatty sprints. We're more chatty than working today, and it's good. A small dog. Okay. Hubby wants a cat though after we move. Okay. I can't remember because I know like half of AuthorTube has cats and half of AuthorTube has dogs, and sometimes the animals switch people in my brain. So yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, come on. Turtle isn't that much of a hoarder. Yeah. You lived with him, sir. You know exactly. Yes, I know. So I say that because I do believe, because I can't find it, I do believe I threw away the cable for one of my old laptops. So yeah, luckily, one of the cables for my current laptops works. So, so yeah. I'll leave cables to hubby. He has more control. The cable monster is real, and the cable monster goes over to other people's houses, or it goes to Best Buy on its own, and it steals more cables to add to your thing because you don't have enough. No comment. Both cats and one dog. Yes. We keep thinking about getting a cat, but then because of all the stuff that we have, we just know that a cat's going to knock them all off and break stuff, and we're both going to get aggravated at it. So we're just kind of adopting sort of our neighbor's cat because she comes over here anyway. She's an outdoor cat. Her name is Elvira, and she comes to visit us a lot. She spends more time over here than she does over there until it becomes nighttime, and then she goes back home. She likes watching the other neighbors' chickens. I'm just kind of scared that if they ever have chicks, that cat's going to be all over them, but hopefully not. So yeah. All right. Do we want to do another 30-minute sprint, or do we want to keep chatting? Because either way, I am good. One very neurotic dog is enough for us at the moment. Understandable. We had so growing up, we had a lot of dogs. Not necessarily all at one time, but the most that we had at one time was 6. 5. 5. Yeah, 5. And 2 hound dogs, a mutt, a lab, and a thing that was supposed to be a feist. But it wasn't. That was the dogs that we had all at once. We had a bloodhound and a, what was that other one? We didn't have the other one for very long because hunting dog didn't hunt. Um, Shoot, what was he? I can't remember. Trotter. Tennessee Trotter? No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. He was a hound dog. I'm good. I have so many sprints that I can go to. This is kind of a nice break. Awesome. Okay. Especially since my headache came back. Ugh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. December. I'm gonna be glad when December is over. I'm gonna be glad when Christmas is over. I really am. I'm not even decorating this year just because I can't. I really can't. Um, we went out Wednesday, and seeing all the poison around. I call poinsettias poison because they are literally poison. So seeing all the poinsettias around, it was like, hated it. I've turned into a Grinch. I've always been kind of Grinchy. I really have. And Dad was Grinchy with me. So now that I don't have a Grinch to be judgmental with, it's really hitting hard. But yeah, just seeing all the poison around though. And today is National Poison Day too, or Day of the Poison. So yeah, that's awesome. Will says, I'm finishing invoices before I go back to bench. To be fair, it hasn't even really felt like Christmas holiday vibes this year. Yeah, it hasn't. It really hasn't. Um, it's just weird. 2025 is just. I'll be glad for 2025 to be over, but the decorations make me happy even if I'm depressed. So that part I like, but the rest, yeah. I was just going to hang up lights outside on the front porch, but even that was like too much for my brain. Now, I say this with me being me and me fully understanding that I change my mind at the drop of a hat. So, as of today, as of this moment, I am not decorating for Christmas at all. Not even putting lights up on the outside. I'm not even changing my little seasonal flag thing that I have beside the mailbox. It still crows. It still crows because it's fitting. Um, oh, I did hang the wreath on the door, and that was mostly because the wreath was hanging on our bedroom door all year, so it was like right there anyway. So yeah, I did one decoration for Christmas this year. Today is also donut day, and Krispy Kreme is doing $1 dozen donuts. But I can't justify the gas to drive 58 miles there and 58 miles back for a dozen donuts. Yeah, even if they are a donut, $1. Gastonia has a Krispy Kreme. The hubs will kill me. Trying to think where the Krispy Kreme is to his work. I'm going to get rid of this because we're just going to keep chatting. It's kind of out of the way, if I remember correctly. Ever since Gonzo's been driving everywhere, and I know I don't know why I let him drive all the time, but ever since he drives everywhere, me learning places has been non-existent. Like, I barely know Lincolnton, and we've lived here for 2 years because I don't have to pay attention to where we're going until he takes a wrong turn, and then I have to ask, where are you going? Oh gosh. Eldest and I decorated on November 17th because she wasn't going to be home until the new year, and she said it was what she wanted to do for her birthday because she missed it. Aw, understand. Tummy can't handle donuts, and they are right up the road. You can send them to me. No, joking. Um, so Christmas was always like a huge deal growing up. Uh, Whenever I got old enough to walk, uh, I was, I turned into the slave of the family. No, just kidding. Not really. But the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and into, no, it was mostly Friday, we would be decorating 2 houses and the church. So Mama would drag me down to my great grandmother's house and we would decorate it. And then we would go up to her house. We'd decorate it. Actually, no, we would go to the church second and decorate it. And then we would come back and decorate Mama's house. So, yeah, it was fun, but it was also kind of nerve-wracking too, especially the church. I hated decorating the church. You want to know why? So, our church was small. The one that I grew up in was small. And where we put the tree was over the baptismal, because the baptismal is behind the pew, and then behind the pew is the chorus standing thing. And then behind that was the baptismal. And that tree would go on top of the baptismal. And even though my papa was a genius carpenter, I'm not saying that sarcastically, even though he was a genius carpenter, and there was an awesome person like my dad who could figure out everything, they would not fix a platform for that tree that did not make me feel like I was going to fall through it, or to flip a board so that I fell into the baptismal or anything like that. Now, granted, it was empty, but it's still concrete, and it's still like 5 foot deep, 4 foot deep. When you are like 5 or 6 years old and you are walking over a 4-foot pit, it seems like it's endless. And that is why I hated decorating the church, because we had to stand on flimsy plywood with the tree and decorate that tree. And that tree was huge. It was one of the 20 footers, I think. And it was so bushy. So bushy. It took, oh my gosh. So we would put 6 strands of lights on that thing. 3 strands of color and 3 strands of white. Then we would put the ornaments on it. And then the angel up top. And then we would put the, oh wait, hold on. Before we would put the ornaments on, we would put the tinsel garland, the shiny stuff. And depending on what Mama felt like that year, it was either the thin little gold and silver garlands that we wove together, or it was the big, flashy, colorful red and green garland. And then we would put the ornaments on there. And then we would do the icicles, because the icicles were like that long. And then we would do the actual tinsel. That tree was loaded down. I'm telling you, it was loaded down. And then during all of this, Papa would be out at the hemlocks behind the church cutting branches. And then whenever we got done with the tree, we would put those hemlock branches in all the windows and put the candles in with the hemlock branches. They weren't live candles, they were electric candles, thank goodness. But we would have those there so that all the windows had hemlock and candles in. And when I got older, I made the mistake of telling Papa the meaning behind hemlock and stuff like that. And yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Black Friday isn't what it used to be either. No, it is not. I'm back in time for tree talk. Yes. I've decided that I have 7, though 2 are controversial and maybe even 3. Like, what counts as a tree? It was such a crypt. And, you know, being little, you were just so scared of things like that. I mean, I don't like heights. And when in your mind something like that is just doubled, so, you know, 4 foot felt, or 5 foot, however deep it was, I can't even remember, felt like it was 10 or 20. I miss having a live tree, but I don't miss the cats and dogs chewing on it and scattering needles everywhere. Yeah. We never had a live tree going up. I didn't have a live tree until I became an adult. And that was only twice. Yeah. I want to get, whenever I feel like decorating again, I want to get a black tree. And I know that sounds awful, but my gothic little heart would just be so happy. We haven't had live trees as often as we haven't, but they just cost so much. Yeah. We may as well get a pre-lit and use it more than 1 year. Exactly. I do not miss the metal-looking tinsel strand icicles. That stuff ended. It just everywhere. It was like glitter. No matter what you did, it ended up everywhere. I mean, it ended up in your hair. It ended up on your clothes. It ended up in Dad's truck. I mean, it ended up everywhere. I will never forget. Dad came in one morning. He had been at work all day. He cut wood. Okay, so when I say truck, it was a wood truck. It was a ton truck. Okay, and to get from the front door to his truck was at least 100 feet. So this tinsel survived that walk, him working a constant 8 hours on his feet, walking, I don't know how many miles he walked in a day, but it was a lot. Him getting back in the truck, coming home, and coming back in the house. You know where that tinsel was? It was smack dab in the middle of his back, attached to his shirt. How? It was everywhere. And it was, I mean, yeah. It held on for dear life, no matter where it was. Except for on the tree. It always fell off the tree. Maggie says, my children have never asked for them again after I made them clean up the strands for months after Christmas. That's true. We used to always have live trees because hubby loved them. He never had a live tree as a child. I got you. They smell amazing. They really do. I love the smell of a live. I just love the smell of pines anyway. Because that's what I grew up with until they start pollinating, and then they try to kill me. Eva says it ruined a holiday train we had that'd go around the tree in a vacuum. The one and only year I tried to use them as decoration. Oh yeah, the tinsel stuff. I can't imagine trying to get it out of the train spokes. or the train wheels. Oh, that would be terrible. It has only been in the last few years that we got a nice synthetic pre-lit tree. It was when I had this small room set up as a Christmas room so the toddler and cats and dog couldn't get in there. Oh, that's cool. We have a tiny real tree this year. We set it up as a memorial tree for Weston. And that's, yeah. I saw your post with that. That is beautiful. There were years when the kids were young that we just decorated the trees with lights and plastic balls and beanie babies. So many plushies. That's cute. Our pre-lit faux tree that was bought to save us money with multiple year use had its wires bitten by a mouse. So we had to replace it anyway. I use it, but we don't have lights either. Oh, wow. Now we just put more lights on it. But that's just... I'm stubborn that way. I'm like, you're supposed to last multiple years. You're going to last multiple years. Dang it. But yeah. Thankful. Well, let's see. To finish the decorating story, sometime between Black Friday and the 5th of December is when we would actually decorate the house. Mom and Dad's house, the house I grew up in. And Mom, she had this love for nativity scenes. And my great aunt Weena Ruth, whose desk this belonged to, fed that adoration for nativities every single year. So Mom had, by the time Aunt Weena Ruth died, let's see, 9 nativities. And then after Aunt Weena Ruth died, Mom bought like 4 more. So in cleaning out the house, because if you've heard me talk about it, we're cleaning out my grandparents' house, and it's like 4 generations of stuff. And Mom had brought over all of her nativity scenes, most of her Christmas decorations and stuff too. So we found them, and we are still kind of slowly going through them, but we found 12. I want to say 12 of the nativity scenes. So these nativity scenes go from being in like an ornament to being like the box weighs 12 pounds. Okay, so they're not life size, they're not person size, but the largest one has a box that weighs 12 pounds whenever they're in the box. We measured it because Dad was curious. that was so much fun. Mom just rolled her eyes. But yeah, so we would put up those 13, 14, 15, however many nativity scenes all around the house. We would put up the tree, we'd put up the lights. When I was younger, we had a very beautiful white pine that Dad kept trimmed so it stayed short and stocky. And we would decorate it outside. So, yeah. Needless to say, we are splitting between the 3 of us all of those Christmas decorations because Mom loved decorating for Christmas and Mama loved decorating for Christmas. And between the 2 of them, there are so many decorations. So splitting them between the 3 of us is an endeavor, but it's being done. It's being done. You'll add lights next year. Yeah, I buy after this season. Yes, that is so smart to do. Everything's half off. I did put it up and decorated it without lights. is the owl tree. Oh, I love that. The largest tree in the house. Yes. I have lots of trees where they had baby Jesuses. I love nativities. I have so many. Mom did too. I guess I'm a bit of a little old lady from Appalachia too. Yeah, very much. It sounds wonderful. It was. So there is this one nativity, and I got it. It's mine now because she got that nativity. It was the second to last nativity that she got from Aunt Winnie Ruth. And I promise you, let's see, Aunt Winnie Ruth died in 90, 98, 99, somewhere around in there. So from that year until I moved out, which was 2013, okay, I broke a little something off of that nativity scene. It never failed. And it was just that nativity scene. I don't know why, but me and that nativity scene are cursed to be together. I probably shouldn't have grabbed it, but I did just because of that. The first year, I felt so bad. It has a angel, and I broke a little tip off of the wing of that angel. The second year was the frickin' star off of the one of the buildings because it comes with two buildings, and one has a star on top of it. I broke it off. Luckily, we've been able to fix it. Most of these breaks. The year after that was the camel's head. The year after that was the leg off of baby Jesus's bed. So yeah, is I don't know what it is about that nativity scene and but I always break something off of it. And even because I started to pull it out of the box to make sure that that was what was inside the box, I almost broke something else. And it was that little angel again. Dropped it right out of my hands. But it didn't break. It acted like it was going to, but it didn't. If I see a cute nativity scene out while at the market someday, I'll pick one up. The kiddos seem naturally drawn to the story of Christ despite the lack of religion in our lifestyle. That's good. It can be good. Yeah. It was baby Jesus' head. The lamb's ear. A little thing. Oh, angel wing for sure. Yeah. At one time, I had enough nativities that I could decorate a tree with just nativities, but then I lost all of them to a leaky roof. Oh no. It leaked directly onto my giant tote. The lid was cracked. Oh my gosh. I hate that. Everything inside was ruined, and to this day, I still say it was Satan. Probably. Honestly, I thought maybe baby Jesus was naked in the Santa during Halloween. I even had a baby Jesus wreath like from Steel Magnolia. Oh my gosh. I can't with that. No. Oh no, the poltergeist does not want you to keep that nativity. Next book, the haunted nativity curse, probably. I actually left. So my car has limited space, especially when I bring Kona, because Kona takes up the entirety of the back seat, or she just will not calm down unless if she has something in the seat with her, she will not calm down the whole ride, and that's 4 hours of her not laying down. So I have very limited space in my car, and unfortunately, however you look at it, since I'm not decorating this year, I left all of the Christmas ornaments and things at the house with my name on them. along with a bunch of other stuff because, and we still have, so the one building, we have a corner filled with pottery that we need to go through, planters mostly, and some things underneath the shelves, like there's a table. It looks like there's a plowshare or something. I mean, yeah, random stuff in there, but it's 90% cleaned out. We'll put it that way. And then there's the shop. Oh, the shop. Then there's the lean-to that's beside the shop, and then the other lean-to that's at the back of the shop. Then there is a metal building, which I don't think there's anything in the metal building. Unless Dad snuck out there and filled it back up again before he passed away. But I'm pretty sure I cleaned that out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't remember it. I think it was 3 years ago. And then there's the garden shed, and then there is the, what I used to call the green door room, but the door is no longer green, it's white. But it has a bunch of extra stuff like pipe fittings, wiring for electrical, everything. There's even an old porcelain steel cabinetry. What is it called? Sideboard. That's what it is. So the counter of it is porcelain, and the rest of it's metal. But yeah, that thing's in there, and that thing's so heavy, and it's filled with stuff. I know there is a box of patterns. So yeah, we still have a lot to go through, and there's jars of canned goods still that we need to go through, and I still have 8 shelves of books to pack up. So yeah, it's still a lot, but we've managed to clean out one building to 90%, and we've cleaned out what we want out of the house. Progress. Little progress. Small town not far from where I went to high school would have a nativity scene each year. Yeah. We had a couple of churches that would put on live nativity scenes. One in particular was like one of my old bosses' church. They're neat. A live nativity scene every year, and it's such a small town that a 2-lane highway drives through, and the church sits just feet away from that highway, so it'd be a drive-by situation. Yeah, luckily the 2 churches that I know of that do the live nativity scenes, one has a huge parking lot, and they put the lane through the parking lot, and the live nativity scene is like on each side, like staggered. And then the other church is kind of right beside the road, 294, which is like a terrible road, or it used to be before they flattened out half of the curves. Kind of disappointed in that, but whatever. But it has a loop driveway, and they do the nativity scene around that loop driveway, so you can go in and out and not be too much in the way around that curve. You're gonna call like American Pickers to come? No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. There's probably, yeah. It would be such fun just to have somebody evaluate half of that shit. Rach says, I inherited an old nativity scene, not set. It was made of a driftwood barn with glued on moss and plastic figures inside. I gave it to my kids. It's pretty, but not my thing. The green door room sounds like a creepy story or a magical story. Yes. I love a sideboard. Sideboards are amazing. They're. Didn't American Pickers. Did they? Oh, that's sad if they did. I loved watching that show whenever we got to it. That was one of Dad's favorite shows to watch with me because we would speculate over the things that we had and what they would do with them or what they would offer for them. And that sideboard was actually one of them because I'm pretty sure that sideboard came from my great grandmother's. And they built that. They built the first house in 1908. Hold on, I'm trying to remember when Grandma was born. My great grandmother was born. I believe it was 1898. She got married when she was 16. And that first house was built the year they were married. So, yeah, somewhere around in there. It seems like a lifetime ago. 1908, 1906. It was a lifetime ago. But yeah, I do have my great grandmother's table. Now, this is the other side of the family. And this is Dad's side of the family. The table is from his side of the family. He actually was a middle child of like 7. Hold on. Fred, Janet, Susie, Jane, Dad, Hugo, Faye. 7, yeah. So Dad was the middle child of 7. Technically 6 because Faye didn't live past like 2 years old. But he went to live with Grandma Nancy. And so he got a lot of her stuff. He got the table. He got the rocking chair, which I got the rocking chair now. It is right here. This rocking chair is 110 years old. The table is 120 years old. So yeah, I got some old crap. It's not crap, but yeah. This chair, I will probably not sit in until I lose a little bit of weight just because I don't want to break it. I do need to try to replace a little bit of the weave in the bottom because there's, I think it's this far corner that has like a couple of strands missing and and another one or two that's cracked. So I need to kind of work on that a little bit. But the weave on this chair is only 50 years old now. No, because I remember it. So we'll say 30, I think. Parts of it. The top is 30 years old. The bottom is still probably 50 years old. But yeah. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So during this whole process of like cleaning out 4 generations of stuff, I come home after bringing boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff here. And I look and I'm like, we don't have any kids. Who the heck is going to want all of this stuff whenever we go, because there's all of these books, there's all of his movies, there's all of his comics, there's all of the stuff I inherited from my family. There's a ton of stuff that we have, and I'm sitting here going, I'm going to have to get famous because half of this stuff is going to have to be handled by an assistant. And I know that's like kind of morbid to think about, but yeah, it's just something that I thought of. I'm like, holy cow, I'm going to have to get rich and famous because I'm going to have a personal assistant to divvy out this stuff or even take it themselves because, they become family kind of thing. Because I know my nephews, well, the one nephew will inherit everything from his mama, and the other nephew will inherit everything from his daddy. So they're already going to have stuff 4 generations worth of the family heritage kind of thing on their own. They don't even have to like inherit mine too. So yeah. And none of the cousins want it. I don't think any of the cousins want it. Ooh, the announcement for the AuthorTube writing conference is going on. Did that link work?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Oh, Rita's with them. Cool. All right, cool. So there is a AuthorTube writers conference announcement going on right now. So I am going to stop jabbering and telling y'all boring things about my life so that y'all can go enjoy that. And yeah. So I will be back Sunday at 11 a.m. for another episode of Breaking the Block. And I don't know what we will be talking about very much, but it's going to be interesting, and we'll probably get off on a tangent as we always do. And then after that, I will be back Monday at 3 p.m. for actual writing co-working sprints. So yeah. Aw, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. I know the holidays are rough. So, yeah. Take care. I'll see you 11 a.m. Sunday.